Hi, I'm Lynn Bridgeford from the Etherbios Clinic and Etherbios Yoga, and today in our quick and easy series we're going to look at getting some relief for the shoulder. A simple exercise that needs to be done well. All you'll need is a little weight, so if you have a weight that's not too heavy but just right for you. If not, you can have a can of tomatoes or a can of beans, or you may have a bag of lentils or something that you can hold on, just something that's going to give a little traction. So join me in a minute. The shoulder joint is a very complex joint with a big range of motion. It can get tight and sore for many different reasons. There's many ligaments, places it attaches, and many muscles. So if you have a serious problem, then you will need to get help. This is for stiffness and easing, and I often give it to my patients who have shoulder problems as long as we've diagnosed what's going on. So what we want to do is get a little bit of traction, so pulling down on this joint to create some space. So taking your can or your weight, we want to get the body in a good position so that the arm can hang down. So we could do that sitting. We could have one leg up and hang the arm down. We want a nice straight spine. Let that weight pull through the arm. You could also do it standing, so keeping a good straight spine. Wherever you need to be that you get that length in the arm, you will feel it as being a right traction when you've got it. Find your position, lean forward. You can put your hand on your leg or your forearm on your leg. Let the arm hang down, nice straight spine, neck in neutral, and let the arm hang there so the weight will just gently create space. Then we're going to move very gently backwards and forwards, and it's almost like it's an intention moving the joint rather than muscles. So very gently allow it with attraction to move backwards and forwards, gently side to side. Keep it very gentle and keep the focus in creating space from diagonal to diagonal. And the other one. You can make circles. You can do a figure of 8. You can rotate it around. So just get that movement, and you should get a feeling of warmth in the joint. This should not hurt. You may feel some stretching and you may feel a bit of tension and a bit of release. If there's pain, then you need to get it seen to. There could be a tear in there. So before we start, we're just going to roll the shoulders back and down, just get a feel of how they are. Roll them forwards, then one and the other. Notice any noises, any creaks, any stiffness that you may not know about. And then we're going to get some space in the joint. Using a weight or your can, we're going to lean forwards. You can lean on your arm, nice straight spine, and let the arm hang down. So if you're too high up, you're not going to get the right traction in the arm. If you're too far forwards, it may work nicely. Just find the place that gives you a little bit of nice traction. If you don't feel much, you might need a bigger weight. So we're going forwards and backwards, side to side, very gently, a bit like stirring soup, making circles. One way and then the other. You can do figure of 8. If you get bored, you can start to write your name. Afterwards, roll the shoulders again, one at a time, both together, forwards and backwards, and just notice what happens. When I give this to my students or my patients, generally they find that the shoulder gets a little warmer, a bit more fluid. What we're looking to do is kind of grease up the joint, so we're going to get that movement, a little bit of traction, making space, and a very gentle movement. If you push a joint or you push a part of the body, it's going to push back. So we don't want to go that far that the body goes into fight mode. We just give a little bit of movement and invite that motion that's going to get all the synovial fluid flowing and help ease out some of those creaky bits if you've got frozen shoulder or stiffness or creaky shoulders. If you have a rotator cuff tear, then you need to see somebody about that. So do these carefully. They are simple. Take care of your body. We don't want to put strain somewhere else. Doing this is going to put tension through the neck, so it's really important to keep a straight spine. Get your weight or your can or whatever you have, and just let that ease out. And just feel, you might feel that there's a certain angle that feels a little tight, just stop at that certain place and let it hang. And remember to breathe. And then come back up, keeping the spine straight. So just to recap, shoulder, the glenohumeral joint, has many ligaments. These are representations. Connects across to the shoulder blade, the scapula. It connects through to the clavicle, so there's a connection in all that area. There's many muscles that attach from the arm up to the shoulder, from the chest across the back. So all these movements of the chest and the shoulders also help. The whole aim of the exercise is to get some space in the joint, using a weight or a can, and just finding the angle with your neck in neutral, spine straight, so all the work is going in the shoulder. When you breathe, you can put your focus into what's happening, so breathe. Even with a little can, this should be something that works. So more weight isn't necessarily better, just find what works for you. So please do these exercises carefully and often, and see for yourself what they do to create space and more mobility. Remembering, of course, that the neck and the shoulders are very interconnected, as is the whole chest and shoulders, so we need to give that some movement too. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, like, write in the comments below, and go across to my other channels. I have Instagram, Lynn Bridgeford. I have Facebook channels for the clinic, for the yoga, and interact with me on all the channels, and I would be happy to connect with you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Thank you so much.